The intention for today, what I got this morning, was to unplug from the collective, from the matrix. So I'm going to channel and bring in the angel Raphael. We'll get a message and an energetic update. We'll just see what comes through. Casey is not with us today, so excuse me, I'm going solo. And we'll just have a relaxing, half an hour, tap in and have a happy time Sunday together. So if you happen to be new to this call, which is unlikely, but if you are, my name is Kelly Kolodny. I've been channeling since 1989, and I've channeled the angel Raphael. Over the years, I have channeled many different energies, but the primary one that I connect with is the angel Raphael. And Raphael is this being of beautiful light. It was back in the 80s. It was Thanksgiving, 1989. And Raphael just came into my body and started going, and going, oh, so beautiful, and rocking its hands back and forth. So beautiful. That went on for hours and hours. I was with my family. I'm one of 5 children. I was raised Catholic. My mom was completely freaking out. I was in my 20s. She was like, what in the world is happening? It was quite the adventure. And my sister at the time actually began channeling first. And so we both channeled together, which was really great because otherwise, I definitely think one of us would have either thought we were going crazy, or the family and the world, we would have thought we were going crazy. But because it was happening to both of us simultaneously, it was very validating and very supportive that we had each other. It's really wonderful. So it was quite an adventure. And Raphael has just been such a blessing in my life and has brought so much insight and magic, a lot of magic, meaning synchronicities of things that just are so unbelievable that you can't even tell people how amazing they were, because it's so magical. So lots of magic, lots of synchronicity. But, when Raphael first came in the 80s, Raphael talked a lot about a time in history that would occur when bringing Raphael's energy in would be more important than ever. And although through all these years that I've channeled for groups of people all around the world, and it's always important to be in the vibration of beings that are at the higher dimensions, it's more pertinent now, I really believe, than ever. We really are like actually in the transition that Raphael had been talking about up until this moment. And now that we're in it, sometimes it can be unsettling, and it can be a lot energetically to deal with all this energy coming onto the planet, and how quickly and exponentially we're growing and changing and expanding and exploring, and old ways of being are collapsing. So today, when I was meditating this morning before the call and thinking, my kids are home for the weekend. I get to see my daughter maybe 3 times a year. So I was considering not even doing the call. And I was like, no, I don't want to let everybody down, and I'll connect with you guys. She just left to go back. And but I didn't prep a lot for today, but I did meditate this morning, and I was like, what should I do the call on? And Raphael said, well, work on with the group really disconnecting from the matrix. And when we talk about the matrix, what we're really talking about is that collective consciousness that we were all born into, and that we chose to arrive and to be a part of, right? We're not a victim of it. And how we are choosing to unplug from that and plug into something else. So I'm going to bring in Raphael. We'll talk about that a little bit. I don't have Casey on the call because he's driving my daughter to the airport in order to ask questions. So it'll just be a stream of consciousness of Raphael talking about whatever Raphael wants to talk about. And then I would assume we'll go into a bit of either an activation or a meditation, and we'll call it a day. And then we'll gather again on Wednesday and next Sunday, and we'll continue on this journey. So for those of you who want to work every day during the week with me, where you can ask me personal questions directly and Raphael and work with your I Am Presence. You may want to consider joining the I Am Presence meditation membership. And some people are like, yeah, but it is $100 a month. But you have to recognize it's kind of like condensed heavy therapy that excels your vibration, elevates your life, and puts you at a whole new level of mastery. You get coaching with it with Casey, you get time with me directly, you get to ask me questions. Like, I'm right there with you every morning. It's really powerful, and the group is really accelerating. So if you want to be a part of that, you may want to consider it. You know, I don't know what therapy costs you, but I've been in it over the years, and it's like a couple $100 a session, and this is for the whole month. Every single day you get this connection. It's very powerful. Okay, anything else? I don't think so. So let's just pop in. I'm going to, in order to channel, I need to make those toning sounds, as you guys know, and I'm going to be like, aha. And what happens when I do that is the volume gets a little messed up on it on Zoom. So I'm just going to go in and turn off my microphone, bring in Raphael. I'll open up my eyes just for a split second, enough to like unmute it, and then we'll flow into the stream of the transmission of whatever comes in. Okay. Oopsie daisy. All right. So if I cough during it, I apologize ahead of time. I have some allergies. All right, let's mute me. Here we go. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, we are delighted from the angelic realm to be here today to talk to you in this way. And as always, I am here with many and not alone, for there are many beings that are arriving and are here to speak to you. And we are delighted that you have taken the time in order to be here from the busyness of your everyday human experience to attune to the vibration of I as Archangel Raphael. I am here to bring you love and understanding, compassion, and healing on every level, for I am the angel of healing as I move through your body, your emotional, and your mental field. And it is that you are very well aware, for there is no surprise that you are going through a very extraordinary experience here on the planet at this particular moment in time. And what we are wanting to convey to all of you, that as light workers, as way showers, as star seeds, as beings of light, that you have consciously contracted and chosen to be here in form at this time. But in this process of being here and being a witness to an enormous transition that you will witness in your lifetime, as you are moving into higher octaves of remembering and higher octaves of vibrations, that the understanding at the cellular level, at the depth of your being, of who it is that you are beyond the personality, beyond form, and beyond matter, is essential in order for you to navigate these changes with a place of sense of ease and peace, understanding, and grace. And when you get caught in the collective thinking, in the collective consciousness, when you begin to resonate with an old pattern of way of being, you are tapping into an enormous sphere of energy that becomes amplified within you even more. For an example, an old collective thinking, an old collective consciousness or way of being is to be worried about money, to be in fear about money, to feel as though you do not have enough. And so when you drop into that consciousness within yourself, when you begin to resonate with that energy and with that vibration, in the past, you held a part of that within yourself, and it was a lot to deal with. But as the walls of separation are dissolving, and as you are amplifying your ideals together as more of a unified field, you begin to resonate vibrationally with everyone across the globe that is holding that same fear, and it becomes amplified within you as you hold it together to be healed. And so when you choose to drop into an old pattern of collective consensus or collective thinking that is based in something that is untrue, whatever it may be, that is based in fear that there is not enough, for example, or fear of death, or fear of a loss of a relationship, or of grief, or a fear of not being alone, you are attuning to the resonance of everyone on the globe that is having that same fear.